G'day. Today I'm going to have a go at a song that needs no introduction. I'm certain that you'll know it. It's a beautiful song and it's beautifully elegant in its simplicity. I'll have a go at playing it and then we'll have a look and see how it gets all figured out. Well, I played through it without making any mistakes. John Lennon's Imagine, as I'm sure you could guess, and it is very simple, but you do have to sort of pluck it in a certain way to make it imitate the piano part, which is what I'm trying to do there. So the chords, I'll focus in on this hand first. So the chords we're playing are pretty simple. It's a C, it goes to a C major, and then so C major 7th, and then an F. And then that little do-do-do, I'm actually playing it on the bottom string, the A string. So it's going from B, B to C sharp there. And because of the way my fingers are already on the F, I'm just sliding the whole F up 2 frets. And which leaves my first finger there to play the C again. Slides down 1 to the C major, F, and then slides up, and I'm actually plucking it with my thumb there to get that note. And that's the first turnaround. It's as simple as that, but it's worth practicing just to. And you'll notice I start playing the C with my third finger just out of habit, but after the slide, I always end up playing the C with my first finger. You get used to that, because then it slides down, gets to the F, slides up again. It's a nice little circular sort of pattern. Alrighty, and so I'll show you what we're doing in the other hand, because this is what's important. So you know the chords I'm playing. I'll focus on where I'm plucking. So I'm using my first 2 fingers and my thumb. The 2 fingers sit on the top 2 strings and the thumb on the bottom, and I'm playing all those strings together. The pattern is kind of to put 1, 2, and 4 is to pluck those ones, and then my 2 fingers play the middle 2 strings, 2 and 3, and it just alternates between those. So it's bum, bum. You notice I change chords and then so it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it is quite. If you just think of what the top fingers are doing, they're just doing this. They're each just pulling a string, then the next strings. I add the thumb just on every alternate one. And just on the very last one, I'm playing the thumb just by itself, so we get that little lick there, do do do, because otherwise it's a bit hard when I'm sliding up. You can get the first slide, but you often don't get the note when it slides that second time, so I'm plucking it again when it gets to its destination. So I hope that makes sense. So you can see now, see everything at once. I'll do it really slowly. Play that little lick just by itself, just over and over and over. It's just really nice. But it comes a time when you go to the next part of the verse. So it's basically just becomes normal strumming. I often pick it a bit, but there's no particular pattern there. F, A minor, D minor, and F again. Then we go to, I'm playing at G. I mean, the chords are G, C, and G seventh, but I go up the neck, so I'll show you. G is this little triangle. Then I slide the triangle up, and I move this finger down one fret, and that becomes a C. If it was a full bar, I'd play that note as well, but I don't need to because this bottom note's part of the chord. So I've just gone. I'm going to slide up 2 more frets, and I make another triangle. It's a bit like the G, but there's a space between, so it's still a little triangle shape. 1, 2. I bar both of these, but I'm basically playing those 2 on the 5th fret. And this one on the 7th fret. So barring that, the 3 on the 5th fret, and playing there. And you can strum all 4 strings, because again that A note is part of the chord. So it's G, normal G. Slide up 1 and change your finger down for the C. Slide up 2. And change this finger, or use the next finger on the 2nd string, 7th fret. So that's actually a nice G7th shape that's quite useful. Not a lot of people use that one. I'll just play up to there. Oh, hang on. That's a different part. All right. What are we up to? Imagine all the people. Imagine all A minor, D minor, and F, and here's G, C, G7. Now with my fingers there, I'm gonna push down again and bar. So I'm barring the 2 strings here with this finger on the 7th fret, and I'm still barring the 3 fingers on the 5th fret, just so I want to get that top note on the top string. I'll use my little finger to go right up to the 7, 8, 9, the 10th fret, and then they all pull off and go back in reverse order. Yoo-hoo. So sharing, and then on the top string, then with my fingers already here on the 5th fret, it's a nice place to play the F. I'm only going to play the bottom 3 strings, but if I want to play all strings, then I will also fret the 5, 6, 7, the 8th fret. That's an F shape. But just for now, because I don't want to play that high note, I'm playing 3 strings there. You may say, back to G. I'm a dreamer. C, C major, then E. Now the E's the same shape, but it's barring the 4th fret. And there's an E 7th, so I'm going to change. I'm playing the top string there, that fret, and then change to the 5th fret. And then it slides to the F again. G normal, C normal, C major, slide to the E. For now I'm just playing those bottom 3 strings, but straight away I'm going to this top string so I can get the full E and the E 7th. Slide to the F again, and you can hit that, if you're fingering that one, you can hit the top string. G, C, C major, E, F. Now, I think I slid all the way up to the next G, so from F, it's the same shape, just 2 frets up. And finish on a C. C, C major, F, slide to a G really, but it's sliding the F shape. You don't play a whole G, you're just playing the one note really. I'll skip ahead. F, A minor, D minor, F, this 3-finger G, 3-finger C, 3-finger G 7th. Then where the fingers are, you're playing these top strings. And where that finger stays where it is, you play the bottom strings as now an F, G, this goes to E, and E 7th, F, G, C, E on the 4th fret, sometimes when I hit this G, I've got my little finger conveniently over the 5th fret, so I add the this little top note to the G chord because it's just nice. Oops, F, high G, and I'm pulling off, so 3, 5, on the 7th fret, it's all just a C chord, but I'm hitting the melody, 7th fret, and then pulling off back to your C. Be it world could be as one. There you go. So yeah, the thing to practice is this finger picking, making these 2 fingers, just go from the top 2 strings to the middle 2 strings, and then you put your thumb in on every alternate one when you're playing the outside strings. Middle, 3 outside, 2 middle, 3 outside, 2 middle, like that is the main plucking. And there's a tiny little turnaround. I couldn't actually explain what I do there. When it plays that little bit, C. Okay, what am I doing? I'm playing the 3rd fret on the top 2 strings. I'm playing the open string with my thumb. Then I'm letting go the top string and just fretting the 2nd string 3rd fret. And then I'm playing kind of a G, but it's the first string 2nd fret, and I've still got my finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret. So it kind of goes. Oops, I don't want to hit that. I don't want to hit this bass string if I can help it. That's just that little turn around before we start the music again. All right, I hope that was useful. It's a lovely song. It's actually quite simple to play. Play it slow, but yeah, and it's just lovely when you can when you get your head around the playing the inside strings and the outside strings. It really makes it sound like that that very simple but effective John Lennon piano part. Cheers. See you later.